1 month ago, I returned home. Not necessarily because I wanted to, but rather out of obligation to family and a calling from nature. After years of searching around the world for the elusive perfect place to call home, I never expected to come full circle back to my roots. My husband and I ended up finding our dream home in the last place we would have expected. We fell in love with a historic home that called to us to become its caretaker. We knew that this was our place, and we finally decided to buy a home. We didn't know too much about the community, or were we really ready for small town life, but we were excited for the new responsibility and to finally put down roots. Here's my story of taking on more than you can chew while trying to preserve the beauty of history. I'm Elizabeth, and welcome to This Blank Life. Hi and welcome. I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to my home and welcome to Wisconsin. This is our main room of this house, so I would like to provide a little bit of a background before we start our tour. So before we start our tour, this house was built in the late 1890s in a traditional Victorian style, but it suffered from a fire which destroyed a partial portion of where we are standing today. I'm not sure how much was destroyed, but a significant part was destroyed. So the next owners, after the original owner, they decided to remodel the home in a Midwestern Prarie-style, as we see here. And during the renovation process, or the remodeling process, supposedly Frank Lloyd Wright, he actually went over some of the floor plans to be able, or to approve of it. He didn't actually do the design, but we heard that supposedly he went over the design and approved of it, which I really love the craftsman style houses because we have the wooden beams here and the open floor plan. And in addition to this great entrance room, we have this really a significant fireplace area here, which as you look closely, you can see the bricks in this narrow style with a deep groove, which they apparently make the room look bigger, and it's very typical of the prairie style homes, along with the grand fireplace to heat up. We've only lived here for about a month so far, so we have yet to learn how all of the different fireplaces work. But I'm really excited to warm up because it's currently, what is it right now? -5 degrees Fahrenheit for all the Fahrenheit people out there, and it gets cold here in Wisconsin. So if you come with me, we're going to go into our correspondence room through these doors here, which I love, all of this glass, which took a long time to clean, as you can see here. And we are coming through, this is our correspondence room where we like to correspond with people. It's also a really beautiful place to eventually put plants once we get settled in here. But for the first part of living here, for the month, we've mostly been trying to clean everything, the floors, the windows, and organize a lot, since many of the furniture in this home, especially this room, was not ours and it came with the house. So it's a slow process to make everything our own, and it's been fun. So let's come on through the correspondence room. Oh, it's good. If you can see the doorknobs, they are copper. We found this out on our front door and we have yet to polish all of these, but I think that's really an exciting detail to have the copper doorknobs. And these knobs on the radiator I think are beautiful, as well as the details on the radiator. And here. So again, this is part of the main entrance room. It gets a lot of sun. And we have this whole area here. I was living in Europe for the past 8 years, and I'm excited to be back in Wisconsin for the fact that organic food is really important to me. And here there's a way to do CSA, which is community sourced agriculture. So you know that when you send money to the farmer, that you are getting your organic local vegetables. You can visit the farm and you really know that your money is making an impact into the community and that you cut out the middleman of the grocery store, so you are provided a service of fresh organic vegetables, and you help out keeping everything local in the community, which is super important to me. And that was one of the main things that I was deciding in finding a home. And I also just love historical things, so this house reflects that. And I'm so excited to be living back in Wisconsin and taking care of this home. So this is just the initial tour to get you all a feeling of what is to come, because there's still a lot of work left here, and this is just the beginning. So I hope you can picture how it'll come through the process and that you will join. So let's continue on into the main entranceway. So here's the front door that does not really get used too much, but I love these nooks here, which the cushions, they will eventually be changed because they are also not our cushions. And we have this beautiful woodwork through here and another little cushion area here, which the cats like to sit on, and it's really nice to just look out into the stairwell. So let's continue up the stairs. We're gonna do a little obscure style of tour. And we have these beautiful windows. As you can see here, they're huge. They're super bright. I love them. They have a stained glass throughout here. It's another really beautiful feature. I'm really excited to put paintings on this staircase, and you can also see the wallpaper that I'm not sure how old it is. It looks rather old. I know the owners before us, they did not install this wallpaper. It was already here, and it looks really beautiful. Every little panel is unique. Well, it's somewhat repeating pattern, but if you look closely, the different ones, they alternate. And so we're not going to do all of the second floor. It's still in the moving chaos, but I can show you this room here, which is one of my favorite rooms. It also has some of the older, more traditional wallpaper and a really heavy door, so I'll let you go in. You go in first. And this room is really incredible for this bookshelf here. These windows, it lets in a lot of light. It's a really cozy office room. And I love this wallpaper. It looks like samurai warriors, and I find them super cool, and it makes me happy. Also, I like the yellow. I find it really pretty. And these beautiful doorknobs. These doors are super heavy. We had to take it down to get this desk in the room, but that's not really to see though, because it's a little bit of a mess. Anyway, so if you come here with me, I can show you one more room up here, then we'll go back downstairs. So this room is crazy with the wallpaper. Our first night we slept in this bedroom and we didn't have too much to eat and we were a little excited. So we had a couple of drinks to celebrate the home. And let me tell you, waking up with a slight hangover in this room with this wallpaper is not the most fun, if you can imagine. The walls start to move and spin and you get a little dizzy. So that is one thing. I'm curious your opinion on this wallpaper. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it in here because of the trauma from the hangover. So now it's just a little too busy, but I would like to know your opinion on this wallpaper and what you think of the crazy paisley room. So let's go back downstairs and see more of the main floor. I'm happy you didn't fall down the stairs. And so we have these great panels here. And we have these pocket doors, which go into the left there, but they work and they're great for keeping the warmth in. And this is our plaid/column room because we have, as you can see, all of these columns here. And it's a really cozy library room, so hopefully this will become a library. As you can see, we have these great grandpa chairs as well, and another beautiful bookshelf with these incredible doors here that it's just really a beautiful shelf. We have lots of the books from the original owners, so we're also sorting through that, and I'm really excited to bring our own books to have a beautiful library in here, but this shelf will not be enough for all of our books. But it's beautiful to have this along with the second fireplace here. Oh, and there's a third fireplace in the Paisley room, which I forgot to point out, but you probably saw it. And this cool hand that my husband gave me for my birthday, which from Costa Rica when we were living there. And I find it really cool. It's a little creepy as well, but he knows that I like palmistry and I'm a palmist. So that's a little fun fact there. And we can continue into our dining room, which is through these doors, which there's more of these beautiful crystal doors as you see here, which is really fun to clean. I need to figure out a better way to get it completely streak free because I get OCD if there's streaks in the doors now. And here's our dining room. We spent a long time polishing up the chandelier. We have to bring our own dining table in here, but luckily we got this card table also with the house, so it's been working so far. It's really cozy for dinners. We have this window, which unfortunately fell on a windy day, which it has the most beautiful old 100-year-old glass, and it shattered. So it was really tragic. I cried to get there. And this is a really cool feature as well. We have a hidden bar. It's not very well stocked yet, but it's hard to keep the stock full. Maybe it should be more hidden. So let's continue into the kitchen. And we go through here. And here's the kitchen. So we took down the TV and we re-put the cabinets here, and we have this beautiful stove range. Not sure the exact term for it, but the range. And it is beautiful from France, and I want to make a quick announcement about the previous owners who bought it from Art Culinaire, and their service has been incredible. We had an issue with fiberglass. I noticed it through here when I was cleaning it, and I had no idea why there's fiberglass, so I called them over Christmas. They called me back on a Saturday, I think between New Year's, with their service technician, and over the phone, he was teaching me how to open this whole lid because apparently a family of mice decided they also loved this range and they wanted to make a little home in there. So we had to clean up all of the remnants of the mice, and now it's clean, but thank God that they were able to call us and help us out so we could use it. And I've never experienced such service like they have for something that I did not buy, but even though because they really value and they love their products, they know it's such a good thing, and they'll still even help you out when you didn't give them any money, which I really appreciate and value. So we have this beautiful oven. I've been loving to make grilled cheese sandwiches on here, and my husband makes pancakes, and it's incredible, and also frozen pizzas are incredible out of here. I can show you the main part of the oven. It's not the cleanest, so that's probably something to clean next too. We still have to figure out how to use the gas oven. I can demonstrate it, but it just clicks forever, and I already tried to do this and it kind of scares me. So we can continue along here. I have my really ugly mushrooms growing. I'm growing lion's mane mushrooms currently. They're not doing too well. They were previously on a radiator upstairs, but the cats would put their paws in the water and splash it onto the wallpaper, and they put stains on the beautiful blue and white wallpaper upstairs. That's the face of a guilty cat. And yes, you put stains on the beautiful wallpaper. So now the mushrooms are downstairs, not really growing. But I like to grow mushrooms, and I have some blue oyster and pink oyster mushroom spores that I need to inoculate. If anyone's interested in watching me inoculate mushrooms, let me know, because I find it interesting, but I think maybe not too many other people find that interesting, but I like mushrooms. And what else is in this room? We have the burn on the wall from before. There was a fake fireplace in here. And we found the remote that was melted. So I think it's almost started a fire. We have this plate here because there's a hole in the wall, and this was better than looking at a hole in the wall, which we didn't see until after we removed the fake fireplace. And there's Dutch house, which I find pretty. I got that for like €5 at a thrift shop in Prairie. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we continue along here, and we have this really fun dishwasher, which it has 1 minute left, but I can open the bottom where it's 2 separate little drawers. So it's really nice because if you just have some cups, you don't have to wash everything. And I love our sink. We made celery juice this morning, and I love that it has a drying rack here and that it's copper, and it requires a lot of polishing because I think it's prettier when it's shiny than when it doesn't have the patina. But it's a super cool thing here. It has water here. I mean, this is really fun. I don't really know why this guy is here. I don't even know if it works, but oh yeah. Water comes out here. We have our Berkey because we're on city water, and I don't want to drink fluoride because there goes the dishwasher. Because the fluoride is a chemical toxic byproduct that we should not be ingesting as humans, that they want to dump into our water. So that's not cool. So we have to have this big filter. Anyways, this is concluding this first part of the tour, but I really love this home. I'm super excited to remodel it, or we're not remodeling it, what am I saying? I'm really excited to take care of it, to renovate it. We have a couple of we have to do the roof. We have our fun electricity, what I can show you, this crazy knob and tube system in a different video, and show you the other 3 floors that still remain. So I hope that you enjoy the beginning of the tour, and I'm excited to show you more of the house and what happens with it once we're living in it for more than a month. So thanks for coming by, and see you around.